always had issues with one another. No, no.
Always had issues. We had issues with a certain people in the womb. Genesis 25. We ain't never been together. We ain't never had no harmony like they talk about or they try to teach to you. That ain't never happened. So why is it gonna happen now? How is it gonna happen now? It's never gonna happen. It was never sanctioned to
Unless
be that
if we
way.
all wanted, if everybody would have gone one accord, that's the only way.
It was never sanctioned to be on one accord. We just read when they tried that, Moses scattered. That's not what he wants.
Right.
We are great people, period. We ain't mixing in with nobody else.
Right.
Read that here.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 21.
Read it.
And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her.
Struggle together within her, right, read.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
So the children is in her womb reckon. They in the womb reckon. Can't get along in the belly. Read more, King.
And she went to inquire of the Lord.
Right, so he's like, what the cry of the Lord? And like, hey man, what's going on here? This is supposed to be a blessed event because before she was barren. She couldn't bear children. So she was happy to have kids when she was able, but now there's a quarrel going on inside. These are two twins. Why aren't they getting along? Let's find out.
And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
That word separated again.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
Okay.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
Twins in her womb, right, read.
And the first came out red.
What did he come out?
And the first came out red.
One more once.
And the first came out red. All over like an hairy garment.
Like a disgusting animal. Right? That's why they call it Mount Seir.
Right.
Hairy goat. That's what Seir means. Hairy goat. Right? Read that again.
And they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out.
Right.
And his hand took hold on Esau's heel. And his name was called Jacob.
Now, if you notice something, when Esau came out, they were very descriptive. He came out red all over like a hairy garment. When his brother came out, they didn't describe nothing.
Right.
Why is that? Because he looked like everybody else. When his brother Jacob came out, Jacob looked like everybody else. You ain't have to describe him. He looked like everybody else.
And it's like it's based what you were saying, it's divided up when everybody is divided up into different categories. That plays a part, it goes back to what you were saying on that.
Right. So all of this together, these thoughts about us hugging and loving on our enemy, well, emphatically no. We're not doing that. We done tried it. We tried it. Right? How many times have we tried to hug and love on them? Most of them. Every time we try to recycle the same BS with these people, and they show us each and every time, we don't want to be around them. If it don't benefit us, we don't want to be around them. But we always beg and trying to hang around and love, and we marrying them and everything.
Right.
And they killing us wholesale.
Right.
When are we gonna learn? These people don't like us and they don't want us. It's okay not to like somebody. That's okay. White man definitely don't like me. Now that may be hard for you to swallow at this point in your life because you think everybody should get along. But I'm gonna tell you, Ken, these white folks don't like you. I don't care how many times they invite you at their house. I don't care how many times they invite you out for drinks after work. they don't like your ass.
Right.
There are hundreds and hundreds of stories where there was 5 white boys, 1 black guy going into the woods, the camp. All 5 white boys come out, the brother don't come out. 5 white boys, another one, 5 white boys went out fishing. All of them came back, the brother didn't come back.
Right.
Brother, y'all may remember some of these stories where the brother graduated from college, right? And for his graduation, him and his white boy friends went to Greece. Some Albanians beat the hell out of that brother. Ain't no white boy help him out. They killed that brother out. Can't hang around these people. They don't like it. Got me second? No.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 13.
This is the part of the teaching people don't like. Because we keep it 1 zillion. And we don't give a damn what you think about it. And this is where people start getting sketchy and start ducking, looking around and make sure we don't give a damn about all that. It's time to stop all of this ham-boning and huckabuck. We done did that. We done jazz hand for these white folks too long. Them days are over. Read that, man.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 13. Separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends.
Separate yourself. Now, who's the enemy? We're gonna find out. These are the harsh truths. This is truth. You said you like truth, right? This is truth. What you're getting right here is a hardcore, unadulterated truth. No additives, no preservatives, no salt and pepper.
And it's opening my eyes more.
So let's see what it is. I want you heard about this transatlantic slave trade? No.
I would like to know.
Let's read it.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now, when we went into Egypt, do you know anything about that? How we went into Egypt? You know most of things. So, give us a point. And let's start at verse 7. Exodus 1. Come. Exodus 1.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 1 and verse 7.
Right.
And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly.
Now we're in Egypt, so we're fruitful and increasing abundantly in Egypt, right, Rick?
And multiplied and waxed exceedingly mighty, and the land was filled with them. Now there rose up a new king over Egypt,
Right, Rick?
which knew not Joseph.
No, Joseph. Joseph was our brother who had status in Egypt at the time. When Joseph died, things started changing up. Watch this.
And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
Because we don't die, we multiply. Right? That's what the saying said. Right, Rick?
Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us.
So the Pharaoh was real skeptical about it's too many niggas here.
Right.
These Israelites, it's too many. So if we get into a war, they may side with the enemy, and we'll be outnumbered. So this is how they decided to deal with that. Say that again, Dave?
I would say the slaves.
Yeah, right.
It's like they kind of take advantage of us and just you can just what's the word for use our minds the wrong way. And I like trying to sell us.
They use
trying
our
to
minds,
sell us.
they use our bodies. Again, I said it. There's no NFL without brothers. There's no NBA without brothers. There's no MLB without brothers.
Right.
There's no soccer without us. Let's just go there. There's no soccer without us. So they just don't use our mind. They use our bodies. And they have us smash into one another and break our bodies. And they got the gods, when I read to you Psalms 82 and 6, how we are the gods. They got the gods putting on wheels and killing, smashing, and crushing each other.
Right.
So they can get rich. That's madness. But they can't see it because they may give them some chips. Give them a couple of million. They can't tell that right man. But when you're at the end of your football career, when you're talking like Tommy Hart. When you're talking like Tommy Hart, you know the boxing Tommy Hart? Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I should laugh at that. But that's what they do. They have us fighting each other. Because when Jack Johnson was out there knocking these Edomites out, they was looking for Edomites on the moon to try and beat this man. He was whooping their ass thoroughly. And not just that, he was banging their women in their face. Driving listen, that was what, the early 1900s? They was yanking and killing like Jack Johnson was whooping white men and banging their women and driving around in his car with the top down in a convertible, showing you, I'm dealing with your women. What you gonna do about it? Because you can't get no white man to whoop you.
Right.
So what you gonna do?
Right.
Right?
That's right.
Best. Somebody had a great idea. Let's put these great big buck niggas against one another. Let's make some money. We can't get no white boy to beat it. Well, we know we can get another nigga. So let's finish this up.
Now, the book of Exodus, chapter 1 and verse 10.
Right.
Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land.
All right.
Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burden. And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses.
So they put us under hardcore bondage and then made us build them great cities.
Right.
Like the White House.
Right.
You know, we built that, right?
Oh yeah, we created everything but the white, but white people are trying to make it seem like we did it, and they're trying to get all the credit for everything, so they want to make us look down.
Like the Capitol.
Yeah, it's the same
We
thing,
built
but
the
that's
Capitol.
reality.
We built the Capitol.
We made football. We created football.
We did it all.
We created Uncle Ben's rights.
So now, what I'm doing is I'm lining you up so that you can see who your enemy is. And I'm going to ask you a question after this. So let's go back to 68.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So, first time we walked into Egypt under our brother Joseph. Now this time you're saying you're going to go back into Egypt again with ships. Watch this.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Right. You're going to go back into Egypt. So how is it that if we were already in Egypt, if we're going back into Egypt, how is it that we won't see it again? If we're going back, then why does it say we won't see it again? Bring it up.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2.
Go.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
House of bondage. Now keep that word in mind. The house of bondage. Keep in mind what Keep in mind what we read in Genesis, Exodus 1 and 11.
Right.
How After that new Pharaoh came into play, he started putting the people in bondage. Right, so let's go back to 68.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and 68.
It's like, again, it said you was go into Egypt again with ships. But you won't see it again. That don't make sense. On the face of it, if you read it like that, it don't make sense.
Right.
But we're going to get sense out of it.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So we were sold, we were taken to another land that's considered Egypt.
Separation.
And you separation. And why when we got there, we were sold bondmen, which is slavery. And
We was blinded.
bondwomen, slavery. So this particular Egypt, it says we won't see it no more again.
Right.
But the conditions of that Egypt we saw again when we got on those ships. We didn't see the land of Egypt again, but the other land that we went to on ships, the conditions were the same. Bondmen, bondwomen.
We
Right.
still have the bondage which is within us.
So now, you said you hadn't heard about the transatlantic slave. But you do know like the country were enslaved.
Yes. We went through a whole lot to get
through a lot, right?
And then go through a whole lot to get who we want.
The transatlantic slave trade is right there, just present. That we would go into Egypt again with ships. By the way, I speak up to you, thou will see it no more again. And when you get there, you're going to be sold to your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. So when we were slaves, who were over us? Speak up, brother.
The white man was on top
There
of
you
us
go.
and
So it
tricked
said you
us.
were sold to your enemy,
Yeah, we were sold.
and you won't, and no man will buy you. Let's explain what buy means, because a lot of people don't understand that. Let's understand what being buy means, being bought is. Because
I'm gonna use, for example, like slavery said, they bought us and separated us from our families and sold our families. That's one example.
and who did that?
The white man.
That's he did. That's the enemy right there.
That was so evil. I think that was wrong.
But they want us to hug them. They supposed to love and hug
And
them.
they wanted to get credit for it.
They hug us on the train and kill us in the headlock.
Right.
They hug you that way.
Right.
So let's see what that means. No man shall buy you. Now a lot of people don't understand what that means. Let's show what that means.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 21, from the top.
Right.
Now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them. If thou buy an Hebrew servant,
You can buy a Hebrew servant, right?
6 years he shall serve,
6 years he shall serve, right?
and in the 7th he shall go out free for nothing.
He should go out how?
He shall go out free for nothing.
And slavery. What you remember about slavery? Did they let anybody free?
No.
No.
In order to be free, you had to kiss their behind in order to get free. You kiss a white person behind in order to get free.
Or die.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only. Am I saying it right?
Or die. Yeah. So let's read on.
If he came in by himself,
Uh-huh.
he shall go out by himself.
Came in by himself, he'll leave by himself, right, Rick?
If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him.
Right? Go with him. Right? Going out. We talking about leaving what is considered slavery for our people. Right, Rick?
If his master have given him a wife, and she have borne him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her masters, and he shall go out by himself.
is equitable and done according to the Lord's word. But when we got over here on those ships, that did not happen. Let's get some of them. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 31.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 31. Thine ox shall be slain before... Thy sons, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 32.
Now remember, when we bought our people, if they came in with a family, the family could leave. Watch it.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people,
Other people, right there.
and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Did that not happen? We were in slavery. They split up the family. Told them, yeah, you got to go with them. You got to go with that master. And I don't know if people remember the 12 years of slave. When the woman came with her babies, she had her babies together. When it came time for them to sell those babies off, she was begging, please, don't break my family up. Years, my grandma, don't break my family up. Master, please, don't break up my family. They did it ain't that way.
Right.
Nigga, you do what we say out here. And that woman wailed all day and night, and bemoaned her children. Day and night. So, our enemy ain't treating us the way we treated one another. Read on.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
And when the damn thing that's super good you about it. 41.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters.
Right? We were in captivity, right? On these plantations, and we were having children.
But thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity.
Couldn't go. Couldn't be let go. Like when they come to us. You had children, they stay here and work on the farm. They enslaved too. That's what your enemy did to your family. Right? Let's get one more. 67.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 67. In the morning thou shalt say, would God it were even, and at even thou shalt say, would God it were morning.
Not so much of the pressure that we're under as people. Sometimes when we go to bed, we wishing it's morning time. Then when we get up in the morning, we're wishing that the nighttime comes. Because the pressure is so great on us.
Right.
But it's so great because we're not doing what the most high Deuteronomy chapter 6. That pressure is great on you because you're going to come back and listen to what the Lord told you to do.
Yeah,
You're going to come back and listen to laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
Because your pastor is telling you those things are done away with.
Right.
What's done away with is tithing. That's what's done away with. You can get that. So read that, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
You don't like to hear that.
Hey, oh, she don't say Jim.
For thou art an holy people
Holy.
unto the Lord thy God.
Holy means separate, right? Holy means exclusive. Holy means pristine, capricious, the best, cream of the crop. That's what holy means, right?
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee
They have chosen us, right?
to be a special people unto himself.
Double down on that. Watch what he says. This is our people. This is us, the Bible is talking about. This is black history. This is black history book right here.
Right.
But our people don't know that.
Right.
And they don't want to know. All they want to do is TikTok, take pictures and selfies, and look simple. You don't even understand they're the greatest people ever on the face of the planet.
This is the truth of the image of us. It's like it's a mirror that reflects on us.
That's right. Read that, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14 and verse 2.
I like your hairstyle, sir. Read.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself.
You know that means peculiar. He stick out. He stands out. He stick out.
We like the chosen.
Right. But we're peculiar people. We different. Right? We read about that in Sirach 33 and 10.
We are intelligent.
We are intelligent. We the best. We walk.
We are
You see a
educated.
black man walk down the street. He's just like, man, that's a bad brother. That's a bad brother. No funny business, but you know what I'm talking about. That's a bad brother. That's a king right there. Look how he walk. Look how he walk. A lot of them have that stride, but their face is toward the ground.
You know, one thing I don't like when I see our black people and stuff looking down, smoking, looking bad and everything and all that stuff, smoking, weed, doing all that. But one thing to make us look bad. I mean, it give us a bad reflection and stuff.
Because we hate each other. I'm gonna tell you something.
And not only that, it's because they got too much pride. Pride plays a part too.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you the root of the problem. This is the root of the problem. Get Psalms 37. We're gonna start Psalms 37 and.
I gotta get back to the family.
Okay. That much of the song. Stop. What's your name, man?
Y'all right here.
Y'all right here.
Yes, sir.
I'm
I'm with the school SLT, upcoming, camp. Still small, man. SLT. Yeah, SLT. Yeah. I met a few of y'all brothers from HOI, they be at Starbucks. And on the Chopper side.
Eastern Block.
Yeah, come.
Like last year?
No, this was actually.
Okay. Nah.
Yeah, it's good to see
I
y'all
definitely
brothers out
recognize
there,
you.
man.
Okay.
Yeah, Con, I said that, man. That's all over here.
Okay.
Man, y'all keep preaching the word.
Real, brother. God bless you.
Bless you. Love you, brother.
God, shalom.
So what? I'm gonna tell you the real problem with our people is we don't feed our spirit. We feed everything else. We feed our faces. We feed our children. We don't give our. A lot of us don't even realize that we have to feed our spirit as well.
Right.
We can't just go around eating. We can't just go around eating substance.
No, we have to get medicine that is good for the spiritual. We got to feed
That's
our mind.
right.
We need medicine for our spiritual
For the
mind. So
spirit.
it can help us grow and mature.
For our spirit. That
It's time for us to
Think
stop
about-
eating baby food and start eating adult food, which is the spirit.
God. So the thing about spiritual food, that's good, wholesome food. So we got
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 4 and verse 4.
right.
But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone,
Not live by food and sustenance alone, but by what?
but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
That's what the Bible says. Right now, get Psalm 18. Start at 17. Because we got to start feeding our spirit. Sometimes we wake up in the morning and it's like we get out on the wrong side of the bed and you don't even realize why that is. Why I feel like I'm sorry.
It's like if we don't feed our spirit, it's like we walking into the world with zombies and stuff. Not ignorant, with ignorance, a lack of ignorance.
Right. So,
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 37 and verse 8.
17.
Salah. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 37 and verse 17.
Right.
For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied.
Say that again.
But in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied.
Days of famine, we should be satisfied.
Meaning the more we keep, the more we keep being more and more and more, and we shall inherit the kingdom and be satisfied 100%.
Right, because
Because
there's a famine on the word from what's that? 8:11. Amos 8:11. So there's a famine of the word coming. So this is what we're talking about. In the time of famine, it's still gonna be good to go. Because we're not just feeding our face, we're feeding our spirit with the word of Most High God.
it's like during a pandemic, we was during the famine time, during a pandemic when things was happening and stuff, we was already okay. We was already okay because we kept feeding on, we was led by the Spirit, we was doctrine and everything and stuff. We had spiritual food, so we knew
That's
we was
right.
gonna be okay.
So we were good.
Yeah, we didn't have to worry about what's going on out here. Our main focus was just follow the Spirit. Follow Jehovah.
And feed our spirit.
Yes. Can I get a witness?
Not a Jehovah's Witness.
No.